Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
I'm Carol Massar, along with Tim Stenovic. With us is Dana Telsey, founder, CEO, and Chief Research Officer of Telsey Advisory Group. We are talking about retail since it is Cyber Monday, and we want to get into some specific names that you seem to be kind of on your radar, and Ralph Lauren is one of them, Dana. It's up 60% year to date, and I think it might even be trading at an all-time high today. What is it about Ralph Lauren that you find so interesting?
They're capturing new and younger customers. They have opportunity to expand globally, and they're on everyone's watch list. They have stores and they have online, and they've also enhanced their wholesale channel. So the strength of how that brand is able to appeal to multi-generations is compelling.
That blows me away because it has been around for a long time. So iconic, so identified with its founder, but here it is, like still going.
And still relevant to younger and their core customers.
The branding's certainly an important side of that, but also figuring out the supply chain and figuring out tariffs. They've done a good job.
They've done it. And take a look at the new things they're doing. If you look at some of their stores lately where they have restaurants, there's lines out there for the Ralph Lauren coffee.
Is that profitable for them? Like, what does that do?
Huge traffic driver, brand awareness, brings a younger consumer, and makes their brand top of mind. And you're seeing more companies begin to do things like that. Coach is going to do the Coach Coffee Shop. Aritzia has the A-OK Cafe with some of the Balthazar pastries there.
Yeah.
So the experience, and experiences create memories, the experience of shopping, eating, being able to meet friends and socializing keeps the brand top of mind.
Okay, that's Ralph Lauren. RL is the ticker. What about the ticker SHOO, SHOO, Steve Madden? Little change so far this year, about 10% or more of the float is shorted right now.
What's interesting about that is what's interesting for next year, they acquired a company called Kurt Geiger, which basically has higher prices than they have, more of a handbag business. They're beginning to open stores in the U.S., benefiting from Steve Madden's supply chain. At the same time, don't forget the core Steve Madden business, where they've had a real uptick because now consumers are wearing more than just sneakers. They're wearing the brown suede tall shaft boots. They're wearing shoes to go out with dresses and for casual wear, given the change in wardrobing. And their ability to basically being able to have the test and react model. They're fast at capturing trends. And Steve Madden, given some of the interviews he's done lately, has made him relevant to all different generations.
Yeah, that's another one he's now been around for a while, but still relevant.
Very much so.
All right, let's talk Macy's. They actually report their earnings on Wednesday. The stock is up about 34% year to date. Tell us about Macy's, which has gone through over the last few years some really rough times.
But also they have the bold new chapter strategy with the CEO, Tony Spring, who's been at the company forever, but CEO of Macy's for a short period of time. And he's putting initiatives in place that are basically bringing newness. When you think about Macy's for holiday 2025, around 40% newness to the assortment. And let's watch for 2026 for some expansion of Bloomingdale's. New brands, capturing more of their customers' dollars. And you know what? It's the newness of what the concept is. It's not the oldness of department stores that Tony is attracting existing customers and new customers.
And what's the way they're getting customers to the door?
Couple different ways. I think they're doing it through some of their loyalty programs. I think they're doing it both online and in store. And I think they're investing in the stores. They've shrunk the store base to focus on what matters and putting more service in some of their stores that are some of their best at stores.
All right, got to say, one of the things that always kind of blows us away is just cosmetics and just the explosion we've seen. We've seen it with Sephora, but Ulta reports this week. This stock up almost 30% year to date. I think they report on Thursday. It is the cover story of Bloomberg Business Week, just talking about, you don't maybe think it's the largest, I think, beauty retailer in the country because it's kind of in malls and it's in hidden places, but it's just been a standout.
It's been on a tear lately. And with Keisha Steelman, who's been at the company, I believe, for 14 years, took over as CEO last year, her Beauty Unleashed plan is doing a couple different things. They brought in more new brands this year so far, about 49 new brands in the first half of the year compared to under 25 last year. She has stepped up international expansion with the acquisition of Space NK and now opening stores in Mexico and the Middle East through partners. She has also uptick, frankly, some of the initiatives that they have, whether it's the service initiatives in store, whether it's bringing new products. And I think that service, whether it's the hair salons or others, it drives traffic there.
Yeah.
And so with their loyalty program, they're a must go to because the blend of mass and prestige. And she gets out of what she feels isn't as impactful. So the Target Ulta partnership won't be going forward after it ends later this year.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.